Hey guys, we recently had some leaks for the new ships coming and the upcoming patch for IAE. One of them being the Perseus, which we're looking at right now. It looks incredible, but there are two other ships that are leaked as well, which is the Clipper and the Salvation. We're gonna take a look at them at the end of the video. The Clipper has a medical bed and a crafting station, so that one is interesting. But here we are taking a look at the Perseus. Looks incredible. It's extremely detailed, and look at that, look at the engines. It has a similar architecture, of course, for the Polaris because it's from the same manufacturer, but it looks incredible. And we're gonna take a look at the interior just in a moment. And look at that, look at the windows next to the door. It reminds me of the Squadron 42 trailer, right in the beginning. But here we are in the Perseus. The first room is the torpedo bay, which looks incredible. The firepower of this ship is going to be insane. Just the torpedoes and the main turret in the front of the ship deals an incredible amount of damage. Also, I've noticed that they put a lot of ladders and elevators everywhere. So I think you're going to be able to traverse the 3 decks of the ship, which I believe it is 3 decks, in so many various ways. I mean, that's an elevator, and that's also another ladder going up to this elevated area. And also, this ship is obviously well equipped for engineering, so there's plenty of relay boxes, and all the components are there. I think the only one that's not physicalized is the battery. But we already have the radar physicalized, and most of the other components are physicalized. Even the life support, even though it's not able to be interacted with. But most likely, we're going to get that very soon. And speaking of engineering, this is the engineering deck. So yeah, we can see that most of the components are there, which is always great to see. This is the mess hall, which has a completely useless pool table. I wish we could use it somehow, but I think it's only for decoration. It would be great if we could use it later on. This is the habitation area, and the toilet, of course. Also another feature that we're waiting for, because we will be able to use it at some point. And the shower head. And of course the armory. I like that they switched the colors from blue to red, indicating that it's a dangerous area that's full of weapon. And also I like that it's close to the habitation area, because if you got invaded, you can quickly get into your suit and, you know, get your weapon and get ready for invasion. And this is the torpedo control system. This is another engineering terminal. And of course, fire extinguishers everywhere. And this is the main turret in the front of the ship, the big one. And yeah, more escape pods. One day we will use it. More elevators. I think the bridge is on the upper deck. Yeah. So we're gonna take a look at the bridge. You see there's a lot of elevators everywhere, a lot of traversal options, more escape pods, and oh, this is the best thing. This is the captain quarters, but look at that. It's a security camera that is looking on the hallway over there. So if you can see the person coming in and you want them to come in, you can open the door from your button over there. This is an incredible feature, in my opinion. I think it should be added more into all the captain quarters if possible, maybe even in some other areas in the game. I think that's a great feature. You can have security cameras. That's incredible. And of course, this is the bridge. More weapon racks in case you got boarded. And the relay stations are all across the ship, getting ready for engineering, which obviously you're not going to be able to use any big ship solo. That's just not gonna happen. Once engineering is in, you cannot realistically function at all with this ship. Maybe you can pilot it, yes, but if you're in combat, which is the sole purpose of this ship, you're not going to be able to utilize 100% of the ship. That's one thing. Another thing is that you won't be able to maintain the ship because you're under fire. Your equipment are constantly needing to be repaired. Fires are gonna go all over the place. Yes, you can vent all the rooms while you're in combat, but still, components could take damage and you need someone to repair them. So yeah, engineering is gonna be a big part of this game. Alright, moving from the cockpit. See more ladders. Here's the thing though. Ladders are still finicky. Look, he is not able to get into the second floor because of the ladder. Look, he's trying. He's trying and he failed. But it's okay. There's another elevator to get to the same place, which is much more convenient. Yes. I think he agrees. Maybe that's why they put multiple ways of traversing the ship, because ladders don't work as well. Okay, so this is the main area. This is the main deck. This is the main cargo hall, which we looked at before. The torpedo bay is right down there. And going through there, you're going to access the main big turret on the front of the ship. Now, that turret is insane. You have two fire modes, if you could say that. You have the ballistic and you have a cannon. So there's the ballistic, and this is the cannon. Insane firepower with the torpedoes. Imagine a fully operating Perseus. Like people in engineering, people operating the turbo bay, people are piloting, changing fuses, putting out fires, and many of the other crew are manning the turrets, of course. So it's safe to say that it's going to be epic just operating this ship in an actual combat situation. So like there's so much to do in it, and I think it's pretty fun. Alright, so this was the Perseus. We're now going to take a look at the Clipper. Now this is the front view of the Clipper. It looks like nothing we've seen before. I think it looks more like a Herald, and this is the back of it, and now we're going to look at the interior. Look at that. This reminded me of also the Squadron 42 trailer where the alien mothership was, like the engine for it was going, and look at that. It has a medical bed. Like the Corsair doesn't have a medical bed, so this is insane to me that this has a medical bed. It could be used in so many different ways, but more important than the medical bed is this. This is a crafting station. This is not a bed. So this ship literally has it all, I think, except for a huge cargo bay. That's the one downer. But this is a crafting station. I don't know if it's functional or not, but when crafting comes in, this is going to be very handy. And this is the main cockpit with fuses everywhere, because this is going to be fully equipped with the engineering. This is the living area. Listen, you can say whatever you want that Drake is, you know, not the best manufacturer, but to me they are. I like this aesthetic. Okay, I like this. Look at that. This is the engineering bay. It looks incredible. Like that engine is insane. Looks incredible. And I have no idea what this is. Like the guy was going to fall to his death down there. I would assume that you change or like you know, get cargo up and down just to move it around. But how would you get it in the ship to begin with? Are you gonna use the elevator downstairs? Like, how does it work? So I don't know. So I have no idea what that trap thingy does. And of course this is the cockpit. And the final thing that got leaked was the Salvation. Now, this is supposedly a salvage ship from RSI, but we do not have any leaks for its interior right now. Let me know in the comments below, which ship are you most excited with, and what's your favorite ships out of the one we saw today? Personally, I do love the Perseus and everything, but I don't have that many friends to have a fully crewed Perseus with. So I love the Clipper. just its aesthetics, its functionality. The only thing, yes, is the cargo grid, but for everything else, it's, I think, from first impressions, of course, that it's a great chip. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and as always, see you next time.